This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, on Thursday received President Bronislaw Maria Komorowski of Poland at Zabil Palace. The meeting was held in presence of Dubai Crown Prince and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The ruler of Dubai discussed with President Komorowski several political and economic issues, the bilateral ties between UAE and Poland, in addition to investment opportunities in tourism and financial markets. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed welcomed the Polish president, indicating that his visit will pave the way for businessmen and investors and encourage them to build commercial relations that will benefit both sides. President Komorowski described his visit to the United Arab Emirates as successful, and he expressed his happiness to meet His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and hear his ideas. He also congratulated Sheikh Mohammed for winning the Expo 2020. An investment agreement has been signed between the UAE and India with an eye on major developments in areas including infrastructure and energy. The agreement was signed on Thursday after a meeting in India between His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and India's External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid. The deal is regarded as a landmark agreement that could change the future of the UAE's investments in India, according to the Emirates news agency WAM. The two countries are reportedly each other's largest trading partners, with total trade of more than 275 billion dirhams, although UAE investments in India are reported to be just over 12 billion dirhams. Among the schemes being investigated is a 26 million dirham electricity project by Abu Dhabi National Energy Company in Himachal Pradesh in North India. DP World also aims to expand its operations in Indian ports. By signing the UAE-Indian bilateral agreement, the world's largest democracy now has such agreements with all GCC countries, opening possibilities of a free trade agreement between India and Arabian Gulf states. Sharjah municipality has announced that the new e-tenancy contract service will only include renewal and attestation for residential contracts during the initial phase. While a launch date has not yet been specified, according to local reports, municipality has stated that the e-contract service is ready to be launched, with several real estate agencies already adopted the system, which will start its implementing soon. According to Khalid Al-Shamsi, the director of the Tenancy Organising Department, the e-service will be of benefit to both landlords and tenants with any type of residential contract, adding that the regular attestation procedure done through paper contracts will continue to be available as we develop the e-services in the project's next phases so that all matters are completed online. Commercial and investment contracts will not be tested or renewed through the new online service as the project carries out its first stage of services. With an estimated 220,000 tenancy contracts renewed annually, the tenancy contract e-services were developed to make communication between landlords and tenants easier. A customer service in Sharjah is available for inquiries, comments and complaints. Residents can also leave their comments in the suggestion box at the office or call the hotline on 600 566 002. Al Ain Traffic and Patrols Police have confiscated 375 cars and 8 motorbikes for violating various traffic laws in November. The department also said they released 368 of these vehicles and 2 motorbikes. Lieutenant Colonel Mohammed Ahmed Al-Mazroui, acting head of the Peripherals Region's Traffic Department at the Traffic and Patrols Directorate in Abu Dhabi Police, stated that the violations included truck drivers recklessly overtaking other vehicles, resulting in 24 black points, reckless driving and racing on the streets, resulting in 12 black points, and the serious offence of fleeing the scene after causing an accident, which results in 24 black points. Al-Mazroui also added that another reason for confiscating cars is because the owners had reached the maximum of 24 black points. He urged drivers to obey traffic laws, adhere to the designated speed limits, and follow all other traffic rules that regulate the traffic. It has been a battle of the words as around 140 children aged 17 and under from 20 countries around the world took part in the World Youth Scrabble Championship held in Dubai over the weekend. 18 children participating in the championship are representing the UAE as they compete with some of the best Scrabble players from around the world to be crowned the under-17 world champion in Scrabble. The students will be playing around 1,500 games and 24 rounds to clinch the top spots of the competition, which began on Thursday afternoon. The winner will be decided later in the evening, judged by the number of victories and their margins. The World Youth Scrabble Championship, now in its 8th year, was held in the Middle East for the first time and has seen the largest number of participants in its history. According to the chairperson of the World English Language Scrabble Players Association, who've organised this competition, Scrabble develops a number of useful skills for the children, which helps them in their career progression.
At any age, people like to challenge themselves, and I think that one of the advantages that Scrabble has is actually also a social thing, and it takes them away from watching like mindless TV games and things. But they can also actually practice with each other, like they might come to an event like this and then they can practice on the internet and then meet up once a year with all their friends they've made. So I think that's one of the major advantages, that we actually work with computer programs as well in that sense. Yeah. It's challenging, you have to know lots of words, you have to know very good with your maths, very fast with your maths, but it's got problem solving, it's got logic, it's got thinking, the ability to think 3 or 4 moves ahead. In that way it's similar to chess. And so a lot of strategy involved, which as you get higher up, you have to be more strategic as well, so learn more words. But it actually suits any level. When you start out, you play easier players. And with the rating system, we can match people in with people that they're going to enjoy playing with.
Among the participants was the 13-year-old Anand Bharadwaj, representing Australia, who was the World Youth Champion in 2011, as well as the 15-year-old Navya Zaver, representing the UAE, and a pupil from Indian High School in Dubai, who was crowned the Under-16 World Champion in 2012. Both the participants stated that Scrabble allows them to develop a number of skills and disciplines, which helps them in their academics as well.
I think Scrabble is fantastic because it combines so many disciplines, mathematics, verbal, spatial skills, you name it. It's got so many skills, and besides you get to meet so many new people in the process as well. So that's why I really like Scrabble as a game. I love playing the game. It's got so much adrenaline and it's very exciting to actually play the games, especially in tight games and when you can make thrilling comebacks. I had one thrilling comeback in 2011 when being a game down, I came from 200 down to win, and that basically got me the title. So I like those kind of things. They really make you think and they're very exciting to play through.
It's got a lot of similarities to chess. I'm also an avid chess player, so the strategical aspect, the word knowledge, then the probability, you have to be decisive, all those factors. That's precisely the reason why I love Scrabble, yeah.
It was an evening of Indian classical music on Friday as rising young talent of the Ajivasan Music and Dance Centre performed at the JSS International School in the presence of legends. The event, titled Ubharte Sitare, which means Rising Stars in Hindi, showcased the young talent from the Ajivasan Music and Dance Centre as they performed in the presence of the classical music legends. The musical performances captivated the audience as some of the legends such as Padma Shri Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam, Padma Bhushan Dr. L. Subramaniam and the National Award winner Shri Suresh Wadkar witnessed the performances. And in other news, it has been a filming buzz over the last week in Dubai with the film festival. But it's the release of the latest English-language Pakistani blockbuster Waar this Thursday that has caught the attention of many with the presence of its cast in Dubai. The stars of the action thriller Waar were in Dubai to promote the film by the debutant filmmaker Bilal Lashari. The film features the big names of Pakistani cinema such as Shan Shahid, along with Ali Azmat and Shamoon Abbasi. The film has had a remarkable commercial success in Pakistan and was released in the UAE on Thursday, December 12, and will be played in various cinemas across the country over the next few weeks. According to the Pakistani box office, Waar has now become the highest-grossing Pakistani film of all time, after achieving just above $2 million mark so far. Waar is primarily in English language and revolves around many issues affecting Pakistan, and has been inspired from the real-life events. It depicts the efforts of the Pakistani security forces in their fight against terrorism, as the nation faces a major terrorist attack orchestrated by the character played by Shamoon Abbasi. Shan plays the role of a retired Pakistani security officer who returns to foil the attack.
There's only one thing that stands between him.
It actually depicts a lot of things which are based on true stories, and basic prior issues that have been not addressed in movies yet. That has been done in this movie. And we were not actually expecting this kind of turnout and this kind of success. Now that the movie is going international, we're actually enjoying the success and everything. As of Waar, it has actually, in a way, changed the history of the Pakistani cinema, and has given a lot of confidence to the producers which were thinking to making a lot of movies in Pakistan, but they never took its stand because they didn't know that how revenue can be regenerated through producing big budget movies. So through this movie, a lot of producers got a lot of stands, and they have a lot of confidence now to actually rethink about making and producing good movies in Pakistan.
Raising the standard as far as filmmaking is concerned. And I think we just did just that. My role is of a politician who wants to build a dam, but also has his personal problems, and he's weakened by, somewhat another sort of an affair with a foreign agent of a sort, which is using him. So he needs to get out of that fold and try to build a dam. And everybody else has their own struggles. So there's a lot of few struggles going on within the movie, and it sort of comes together as sort of a win situation for the Pakistani nation rather than a certain group of people or anything else. And it sort of lifts the morale of the people of Pakistan, which is going through terrorism and other such problems of economic hardship. Dubai is obviously a melting point for a lot of different cultures, a lot of different nationalities, Pakistani, Indians, Bangladeshis, and all sorts of people. So it's an international city, and once you bring the movie here, and that kind of gauges the success that it receives, it gauges how we should also move forward in the future, in the sense of how to be making movies and what audience should we have in mind.